Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Copped Up Productions. In this week's video, we're doing our second drift today. We're actually here at the track already. We're about to start queuing up. We are late because there was a massive lineup out the front for All Fords Day or whatever it is. We haven't missed any driving because driving doesn't actually start until 8:30, but I want to go and get in the queue and not be, the last person on track. It's very, very, very foggy in case you hadn't noticed. There's some really cool cars here, as usual. And yeah, hopefully we get some good drifting in. You over it already? Yeah. Alrighty guys, so we got through scrutineering without a single issue. I even went as far as to bring the old seat with me just in case they made me change it out, just in case they didn't like this seat for some reason, but they didn't even really look at it. Everything's good. We're basically just waiting. We'll have the driver's briefing, which obviously I won't film because there'll be fucking 40 odd people looking at me weird. And then we'll hit the track for our first lap, which is the next clip you will see. Yo, here we go, first lap. Hopefully they don't send me out first because I'm front of the queue. Hopefully they send that guy and I can follow. It's a different layout than last time. Last time it was like a B shape. This time it's more of a figure 8. Obviously not crossing over, but yeah, so there's no long straight on this one. I guess we'll see how we go. The end of the last one, I was pretty over the backwards course by the end of it. Hopefully this one, because it's basically mirrored exactly, it'll just be practicing both left and right hand turns, which should be good. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Here we go. Okay, we're having issues. Gonna run over to the other place. Yeah.
Have you been scrutineered?
Huh?
Have you been scrutineered?
Yeah, I've been scrutineered.
How come your number's not on there?
It is. Yeah, it's doing something funky. Seems to be fine now, but it was having an idling issue, so I'm just gonna recheck that intake. It looks like moisture on my intake. Oh look, I didn't even need it.
What was it?
It was a screwdriver tip. It's now underneath the car. Hopefully that fixes our issues. The last bit of tape on there wasn't the best. Ideally I'd like to have no tape on there, but... Alrighty, so first lap out, car was playing up. Didn't know what was wrong with it, came back, thought it might have been the intake thing, fixed that. I don't know if I fixed it. It seems to be driving okay, but driving and drifting is two different things. So we're gonna line up for Group B and see how we go out on track for our second time. If it fucks up again, then chances are we won't be drifting today. Two laps, and that brings us to the end of my second drift event. I thought I'd be more bummed than this, but honestly I'm kind of just relieved in a sense. Like, I don't have to worry about the car blowing up and not getting home, because I know the car is not going to get us home, which is great. So I guess we'll just try and make the most of a day's worth of spectating and just film as much of the other cars drifting and having fun as we can. She got us through one event, which is pretty decent, I guess, for a 1.8. But yeah, I don't know, every time I was out there, it's like go into a corner and I'd clutch kick, watching my revs being real reservative because I don't want to break it anymore, and it would like be fine. It would go out sideways, and then as soon as it had any labour on the engine, it would just die. And then coming in here, as soon as I decided to come off track, like driving along, not changing anything, like foot's in the exact same spot in the accelerator and everything, and sometimes it would just catch rev and climb up really high and then drop back down. yeah, that really blows. That's it for the Beamer, I guess, because if it ain't running, it ain't drifting, I ain't keeping it. Ah, shit. Alrighty guys, bit of a track update for you. Day's been a bit of a bust. Something happened between pulling into the track and going on track. Completely screwed it for my first lap. Like I went out and tipped it in, clutch kicked, and the car felt fine at first, but then it seemed like when I was in a corner holding it, the revs were just cutting out, like it was missing. So I immediately jumped off track, pulled one of the intake pipes to see if we had a hole or something like that, because that's what it felt like. After inspecting it, it was like a bit manky, so I wrapped some duct tape around it. Issue I thought was fixed, but it really wasn't, and we've just had issues the whole day. That lap that you just saw, where I actually got out and did like a few runs around, that was the best thing I got all day, and that was because I'd left the car for ages, went and just filmed a bunch because I was pretty much given up on the car. Went back to the Beamer and was like, I'll see if it runs better now that it's cold. It ran perfectly for that few laps, and now we're on the side of the road. We started driving home and the car just gave out again. So I think what's happening is the coil packs are getting too hot, and then once they're hot, it's not getting spark. At least that's all I can sort of figure out. Everything else seems to be fine. It's getting fuel, it's got air. So now we're stranded in Sydney. Bit of a bust of a day, but definitely taking away some valuable lessons, so not complete waste. And that one lap made it a bit worth it. Like if I didn't get that lap, those few runs, then I would have been raging. But because I did get those few runs, I guess I can't complain too much. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's shenanigans. There was some cool clips in there of other cars drifting, just not a bunch of me. So yeah, subscribe for the shenanigans. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.